Hello and welcome to Buffoon of the Week. It's a show where we scour last week's news and current events, looking out for people who did or said something so cuckoo bananas that they earn a chance to live in infamy as the king or queen of absolute stupidity. Well, at least for a week. See, the way it works is you vote by leaving a comment for your choice right down below this video that you're watching right now, or by going to our Facebook page and voting in our poll there that we do every week. Last week, you picked Senator Tim Kaine for Buffoon of the Week for his attempt at rewriting early American history. Many of the comments that you all left explained that when a normally buffoonish person like Chelsea Handler does something dumb, it's kind of expected. But when someone not normally regarded as a buffoon rewrites 5,000 years of history, that wins your vote. We really do have the smartest audience here, which is why you already know that we post weekly videos Mondays at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. So please, stop what you're doing right now and give this video a thumbs up if you haven't already, and also please subscribe to our channel so we can reach our next itty bitty milestone of 200 subscribers. Your support is the reason why we keep churning out these videos. So if you're out there and you like this, show us how much by subscribing. This week, our nominating committee got a little bit heated trying to choose two nominees. It looks like 2020 finally broke the show, as there was not only an overload of nominees, but complete disagreement on who should be the two put up for your vote. So for this week, it's time for our first ever Buffoon of the Week free-for-all. Last week, Florida's Palm Beach County held a public hearing and voted to make wearing face masks mandatory amid a surge in coronavirus cases. This prompted a few furious responses from residents, including, well, take a look at these.
You literally cannot mandate somebody to wear a mask knowing that that mask is killing people. It literally is killing people. And every single one of you that are obeying the devil's laws are going to be arrested. And you, doctor, are going to be arrested for crimes against humanity. Every single one of you have a smirk behind that little mask. What happened to Bill Gates? Why is he not in jail? Why is Hillary Clinton not in jail? Why are all of these pedophiles that are demanding you all to listen to their rules? Why are they not in jail? Oh, is it because you're part of them? Are you part of the deep state?
Your time has expired.
The deep state is going down. And if any of you are in the deep state, you're going down with it.
And ma'am, as a doctor, I really have many question marks about your degrees and what you really know, because what you say is the political dogma that they're trying to shove down our throats on every commercial and every store, and it's disgusting. And I'm sorry, ma'am, but I don't think that you are worthy of your credentials. And I would ask suggestively that you go back to school and get educated.
At the end, I don't wear a mask for the same reason I don't wear underwear. Things gotta breathe.
Hey, you know what? I think we've discovered a new breed of Karen. And we shall call her Corona Karen. Next, we're gonna give ourselves a little pat on the back here for predicting the future a few weeks ago. Remember this? So in summary, changing your band name from a reference to the American South pre-Civil War in support of racial equality is a good thing. But it's not a good thing when you simultaneously steal your new name from a black performer because you were so arrogant that you didn't bother to do a minimal amount of research. Because that's just straight buffoonery. Let's hope the Dixie Chicks avoid the same problem when the Woken Warriors come for them. Well, say hello to the Chicks. Yep, it happened, folks. The Dixie Chicks caved to the rampant PC crowd and changed their name as predicted. Now, how long will it be until someone is offended by the word chicks? You know, political correctness is just simply out of control. The Simpsons last week announced that they will no longer have white voice actors portray non-white characters on the show. So, you know, considering everyone there is either yellow or some other color, there goes every single white voice actor on the cast. It's a slippery slope, folks. Remember your silence when they came for The Simpsons, when they come for the cast of Hamilton and they all lose their jobs. Oh wait, that's different because reasons. The woke political correctness crowd will always give themselves a pass whenever one of their own does something that a normal everyday person would be utterly destroyed for doing. Here's two examples from last week alone. Apparently, Tina Fey just now realized that blackface is wrong. In these racially charged times, Fey has asked that 4 episodes of her hit show 30 Rock be pulled from streaming because they contain blackface. Pretty sure blackface was wrong when it aired, and it's been wrong for years. Ain't that right, Governor Northam? And how about past nominee Jimmy Kimmel, who came under fire last week for his previous use of blackface and black impressions in comedy sketches?
Today, Carl Malone talking about health. Carl Malone healthy as horse, but everybody not so lucky. All kind of Americans infected by diabetes. Diabetes infect young, old, women, man. And here Carl Malone whole thing. Why they call it diabetes? That get people all riled up. That's what Carl Malone say, change name diabetes to live-beatis.
In addition to this crap being brought up again, Fox News also reported last week that Kimmel recorded a 90s Christmas album with an original song where he imitated Snoop Dogg's voice and used the N-word several times. Kimmel also acknowledged imitating black people on tape on other occasions during a podcast. No wonder this guy's taking the summer off. It's not because he needs a break, he needs to lie low. I swear you need a scorecard to keep up with today's woke racial games. But I know what to do. We need to find someone to clear all this up for us. And who better to clear up race relation issues than AOC?
A lot of times I'll hear people say, okay, this is about Black Lives Matter. What about Latinos? And I always say, Latinos are Black. we are Afro-Latina, and we run an entire racial spectrum. And so we have to have conversations around colorism, and we have to have conversations about the African and indigenous roots from which we come and how that's reflected in systems of power, wealth inequality, and frankly, our political system.
Yeah, so okay, I'm more confused now than before. Latinos are black. I mean, all of them? Some of them? Maybe someone should tell George Zimmerman that he's now black? I mean, what's going on here now? Speaking of racial buffoonery, let's check in on a past winner. Chaz. Or Chop. Or... Hey, what are they calling themselves these days? Anyways, racial equality is certainly alive and well in Chop. There. I mean, what says equality better than segregation?
How long's the blackout going for?
Till 8 p.m.
Okay, so I have to wait till 8, basically?
You're welcome to hang out in the perimeter area.
Well, the thing is, I'm half Italian, half Colombian, so do I get a pass to get in there, or?
Well, this space is right now held for just black.
Oh, just black, okay,
Yeah.
so full black, you're saying?
If you have black ancestry, or if you have experienced oppression because you're black, then you can.
And with that, race relations has been set back about 60 years. Does anyone remember what this whole autonomous zone was supposed to be about? Oh, that's right, police misconduct. It's a no police zone, which makes this video all the more buffoonish.
I was shot in Seattle at Chaz on Friday. The cops left me out there to die.
Who saw that coming? Other than, everyone. Now, we shouldn't joke about people getting shot. But how about people tearing down statues that they feel to be racially insensitive or symbols of white supremacy? New York Governor Andrew Cuomo sure seems to agree that malicious destruction of public property can be a good thing.
And look, people are making a statement about equality, about community, to be against racism, against slavery. I think those are good statements. But in New York, I don't think we've overdone it, and I think it's a healthy expression of people saying, let's get some priorities here, and let's remember the sin and mistake that this nation made, and let's not celebrate it.
But then again, Cuomo's judgment may not be the best to look to. Last week, Cuomo blamed sick nursing home staffers for infecting residents at their facilities with coronavirus, and doubled down on a controversial state order barring the facilities from turning away coronavirus-positive patients, saying, quote, "It wasn't a mistake." I'm sure that comes as great comfort to all the families of the thousands of people who died as a result. On the subject of questionable judgment, we have to talk about the two news stories that almost tore the nominating committee apart. First is the questionable judgment of Trump campaign manager Brad Parscale for allowing the Trump campaign's Tulsa, Oklahoma rally to transform from a welcome back party into a complete and total fiasco. Trump's campaign claimed it received more than 1 million requests for tickets and prepared for arena overflow, but the official count had fewer than 6,500 supporters in attendance, a number that is totally disputed by the Trump campaign, as well as by anecdotal accounts by people who attended. Why was it so low? Was it because of unruly protesters? Was it due to TikTokers and K-pop fans who blocked off reservations and inflated the campaign's vaulted numbers? Who knows? But the fact of the matter is that when a campaign has to answer those type of questions, that's a sign that someone, maybe a lot of someones, really screwed the pooch. And nothing screams out buffoonery more than botching a big reveal.
I told you. Oh, guys.
The second story, which almost tore the nominating committee apart, was the biggest tabloid story of the week. It was the debate over whether NASCAR driver Bubba Wallace was indeed the victim of a hate crime, or whether it was all a case of mistaken identity. Let's be clear, no one called buffoonery on the initial reporting that the FBI was investigating whether a pull rope in a garage at Talladega was fashioned into a noose in Bubba Wallace's assigned garage. But after the FBI determined that Wallace was not a target, and reports emerged that the so-called noose had been there in that garage for months, if not years prior to Wallace's team's discovery, many called buffoonery on Wallace when he kept calling it a, quote, straight-up noose, and claimed that he had evidence to back up his claim. Wallace then did a quick backtrack a day later, and so the debate raged on. Does Wallace's double down after the FBI said it wasn't a noose qualify him for nomination? Was Wallace's backtrack enough to get him out of being nominated? When is a rope a noose? When is a noose just a rope? Why do NASCARs only turn left? And why the hell did Facebook take away polling? Yes, I'm still not over it. These are the questions that keep buffoonologists like us up at night. And as the week ended, we were left at an impasse, and completely exhausted by the sheer magnitude of the collective buffoonery this week hath wrought. And now, if you don't mind, I need to lie down. Like what you see so far? Go ahead and smash that thumbs up button. Also, leave us a comment and tell us what you're thinking. And don't forget to subscribe so you never miss another show. Boy, did we ever leave you in a mess. We now turn to you to settle this free-for-all. Who was the biggest buffoon of the week? Your choices are numerous and range in hilarity. The time for choosing is right now. Thanks again for staying around for the end of the show. We tried to do a little something different this week. Tell us what you think about it in the comments. And please, don't forget to subscribe. We try to get that next milestone. Check back with us next week where we'll have more nominees, but only one can be Buffoon of the Week.